Hello, hello, it's good to see you. Hello, hello, we're glad you're here. We're stuck at home, but we can still have fun. With crafts and laughs and silly songs, we're glad you're here. Hello, hello, it's good to see you. Hello, hello, we're glad you're here. We're stuck at home, but we can still have fun. With crafts and laughs and silly songs, we're glad you're here.
Hello everybody and welcome back to #Kids Club, the 2021 edition. We have got it all for you today. We have magic, craft, singing and a little underwater dive later on. You just wait and see. But first, let's sing another song. Our Christmas lights might all be down, but Jesus is still our shining lighthouse, even in the darkness. Take it away, Sunbury.
In my wrestling and in my doubts, in my failures you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence you won't let go. In the questions your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. My lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, my lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. My lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore.
Wonderful. I do love that song. Thank you so much to the kids from Sunbury Methodist Church for doing all the actions for My Lighthouse by Wren Collective for us. Now, lots of things around us are changing at the moment. January is always a little bit chilly, I think, don't you? So I've had to get my scarf out, put on my woolly hat and gloves. We even had a little bit of snow at the end of the week. Oh, fingers crossed, there might be more. We could be building snowmen on Monday. Or maybe not. You never know though. That would be a really good change to happen, to go from just cold and wet into lovely white fluffy snow. But first, I think I need to change my scarf, because as lovely and smart as my black scarf is, it is a little bit boring and dull. Maybe we could change it to a different colour. Maybe we could change it to red or blue or green or yellow. Or maybe we could just change to all of them, all all the colours of the rainbow. Hey, that's what we need on these dark January days, lots of bright colour. And that's a wonderful change, isn't it? To go from rainy clouds to the sun coming up and seeing a beautiful rainbow in the sky. Now, the other thing that I think when I think of rainbows is my empty cup. So let's fill that with rainbows. And then I have my patented brown paper. Or is it brown paper? I think actually it's Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. We're going to wrap it around the cup like this. There we go. And Willy Wonka's going to get to work with the Oompa Loompas. And we are going to get all the colours of the Skittles rainbow. Oh, I love Skittles. They're one of my favourite sweets. And I've got a rainbow bag here too. And if you look inside the rainbow bag, you'll see it is quite black and empty. So let's fill it with some Skittles from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Skittles factory. Give it a little bit of a shake up and step back. 3, 2, 1, woof! And it went right over the camera. Never mind, we have got a beautiful butterfly. Whee! Skittles butterfly. Off you go, butterfly. Fly away, fly away. And of course, that's another wonderful change. A tiny little caterpillar becomes a cocoon that becomes a butterfly. We can look forward to those in the spring. We're thinking about the way that things changed today when Jesus became an adult. We've thought about Jesus the baby at Christmas, and now we're going to start thinking about Jesus as a fully grown up man and thinking about when he first appeared to people to be baptised. So we're going to have a look at how we can make something old into a new thing. Take a look at this. Hey, you'll never guess what I found. It's one of my husband's stinky old socks. Oh dear. You know what? I think we need to make this old thing into something exciting and new. To do that, I'm going to need one of my husband's stinky old socks. And I'm going to need some toy stuffing. I'm also going to need a little bit of fabric. This is felt fabric cut into 2 of these sort of teardroppy flippery shapes. I'm going to try not to give too much away. I have 2 googly eyes. I have some ribbon here. This is old as well. This was used at Christmas. And I'm going to need a little bit of PVA glue and an elastic band. Here's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to stuff my old sock with some of the toy stuffing. Here we go. I've stuffed it just about up to the heel, so a little over halfway. And now I'm going to tie it off with the elastic band. Here we go. So I have a squishy bit here and a long flappy bit here. Can you tell what it is yet? That's right, it's a fish. But it doesn't look too much like a fish yet. He needs some eyes and some fins and some nice ribbon just to make his tail look a little bit prettier. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue my googly eyes onto the side of his head. There we are, my fishy has some fins. Now I just need to put some ribbon onto his tail. Beautiful! I think he looks like the finest fish in the sea. It was really good fun to make something new out of something old. And speaking of old things being made new, that reminds me of a story in God's great big book.
God's great big book, God's great big book is full of stories we can learn from everywhere we look. Whatever gets you down, whatever makes you frown, you'll find all the answers in God's great big book. God's great big book, God's great big book is full of stories we can learn from everywhere we look. Whatever gets you down, whatever makes you frown, you'll find all the answers in God's great big book.
Today's story in God's great big book happens all the way down by the River Jordan. Are you ready to jump in? 1, 2, 3, splash! Down we go. I wonder who we'll see down in the River Jordan. Oh look! It's my fishy pal Freddie! Hello Freddie! Fancy seeing you here. What was that? Oh, of course, the River Jordan is where you live. So, what's it like living here down at the bottom of the River Jordan? He says he likes it very much, but he has some rather fishy neighbours. Well, of course you do, Freddie, you're a fish. Oh, it's not the fishy neighbours that are fishy. Apparently, Freddie has a neighbour called John. John isn't a fish, John is a person like us. But why is John such a fishy neighbour, Freddie? Oh, I see. Freddie said that John wears kind of camel skin clothes. It looks really weird. And he lives out all by himself in the wilderness. And he eats locusts. Oh, that's really gross. What a weird person to have lived by your river. And not only that, this guy John, his neighbour, brings all sorts of people down into his river. And then what does he do? Oh wow, that's very special. He baptises them. Not so good for Freddie because lots of people don't wash before they get baptised, and so there's a lot of stinky feet near Freddie's house, and that's not very good, is it? No, not very good at all. But, Freddie's telling me about a very special baptism. So Freddie was there, you see, when one day, whilst John was baptising lots of people, lots of people with stinky feet, there came a very special person. Freddie didn't catch his name, but he knew he must be special because John said he wasn't important enough to baptise this person. He said he wasn't even worthy to untie his sandals. But this man asked John to baptise him anyway. And this man really didn't have stinky feet. So Freddie didn't mind too much. Whoa, Freddie just told me about the strangest thing that happened then. He said that he could see from under the water, the clouds parted, and then what happened, Freddie? No way, you saw a dove? Whoa, a dove flew down from the sky? Whoa, and you heard a voice even all the way down underwater here in the River Jordan. Yeah, even all the way down in the River Jordan. What did the voice say? The voice said, "This is my son, and I am really pleased with him." Do you think? I think so. Freddie thinks it was the voice of God. I'm sure you're right, Freddie. I think that the man in the river must have been Jesus. Wow, that's amazing, Freddie. You were there when Jesus was baptised in the Jordan. How fantastic. Oh, Freddie says he's going to tell all his fishy friends how exciting that is. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, that's a rather interesting thing. Freddie said that it was a really important day. It was a really important day. But he said it was the day that the world really changed. But Freddie, the world changed when Jesus was born. We had that at Christmas time. Oh, okay. Freddie says that at Christmas it was only Mary and Joseph who really knew who Jesus was. The wise men knew that he was a saviour, but they didn't know he was the Son of God. And the wise men just thought he was the King of the Jews. They didn't know that he was the Son of God. But now everyone knew that he was God's Son, and everyone knew that God's Son had come to save them all, to make this old world brand new again. Wow, Freddie, that's so amazing. Are you going to go swim off? Are you hoping that John will throw some locusts in the river for you? That's gross, Freddie. You go and eat some locusts. Bye-bye, Freddie. Oh, I'm off too. Let's sing a song together now. This is to the tune of Dingle Dangle Scarecrow, which I'm sure you'll all know. And the words are slightly different, so it goes like this. Now all the world is changing, all things have been made new. Here comes a new life, exciting through and through. Give your heart and soul to Jesus. He has given love to you. Leave all the bad stuff behind. He will show you what to do. And that last bit's like leaving all the bad stuff behind, and Jesus is showing us the path and what we should do. We'll sing it through a couple of times. Here we go. Now all the world is changing, all things have been made new. Here comes a new life, exciting through and through. Give your heart and soul to Jesus, he has given love to you. Leave all the bad stuff behind, he will show you what to do. Now all the world is changing, all things have been made new. Here comes a new life, exciting through and through. Give your heart and soul to Jesus, he has given love to you. Leave all the bad stuff behind, he will show you what to do. Very good, well done everyone. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. When Jesus was baptised in the River Jordan, everything changed for everyone. Our world has changed recently. But sadly, our world hasn't really changed for the better. But we can pray to God and ask for him to change things that we're feeling worried about. So today we're going to use Skittles and a little bit of water to pray for change. And as we're praying, you can watch what happens when the Skittles and the water meet and things change there too. So today, I'm going to pray for God to turn places that are at war into places of peace. I'm going to ask God to make those who are hungry or homeless into people who are fed and have safe places to live. I'm going to pray to God and ask him to help those who are sad and lonely to become people who are happy and joyful. I pray for those who are sick or poorly and ask God to change them into people who are well. And finally, I pray to God that he will change us every day into being the best followers of Jesus. As you think about things that you want to ask God to change in your life, you can watch what happens when the Skittles meet the water.
God is listening, can He hear us? God is listening, yes He can. He is hearing all our worries, listening, hearing all He can. God is listening, can He hear us? God is listening, yes He can. He is hearing all our worries, listening, hearing all He can.
Dear God, please change all the things that worry us or make us feel sad. Please change places that are at war into places that are at peace. Please change those who are hungry and homeless into people who are fed and sheltered and safe. Help to change those who are feeling sad and lonely into people who are happy and joyful. Please change those who are feeling poorly into people who are feeling better and well. And please change us every day into people who are the best followers of Jesus, and help for us to be the change for our friends and family around us. Amen. It's been so good having you all here at #Kids Club. We really hope you're able to join us again next Sunday. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Goodbye, goodbye, was good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have more fun when we see you next time. With crafts and laughs and silly songs, we'll see you then. Goodbye, goodbye, was good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have more fun when we see you next time. With crafts and laughs and silly songs, we'll see you then.
Hey, just one last thing before you go. I know that lots of you are going to be stuck at home doing homeschooling, maybe doing lots of arts and crafts as well to fill the time. If you've made or done something that you're really proud of, we really want to see, especially if you've been making old things new, like my stinky old sock to make Freddie. Oh, sorry Freddie, I didn't mean it. We really would love to see. So do share your arts and crafts, other mates, or even some writing that you're really proud of. The email just here. That's layworker.tmcc@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing what you've been up to.